Hi everybody, it's Alexa here from Once Upon a Chapter, and I'm here today to show you the books that I plan on reading in May. So I have some books that I'm kind of taking over from April because I didn't finish them then, and the first one of those would be Glass Sword. I did start this one during Dewey's 24-hour readathon, and for some reason I just couldn't get into it enough to finish it. So I'm about 270 pages in, and there's about 440 pages, so I don't even have 200 pages left of this one, so I'm hoping to kind of dive into this one this week because I'd really like to finish the two books that I'm currently reading before I move on to kind of the books that I want to start and get into during the Bout of Books readathon, which is all week long instead of just a 24-hour thing. So it'll allow me some time to read a little bit more, I hope. So Glass Sword, I really like to finish this one first. And after I finish that one, I hope to move on to the other book that I have to finish, which is the fifth book in the Cat and Bones series, and it is This Side of the Grave. I am about 160 pages into this one, and it's about 350 or so pages. So again, not even 200 pages left in this one. So I'm hoping to kind of finish the Cat and Bones series this year. I've been putting it off for, I think I haven't read a Cat and Bones book in maybe 2 years now, or a year and a half. I kind of like put the series down because I didn't want to finish it too quickly, and now I find that I put it off for so long that I just have it kind of sitting there waiting for me, and I really just want to get back into this because I'm really enjoying urban fantasy storylines right now. So anyway, I hope to finish this one. Since I hope to kind of like catch up and finish the Cat and Bones series, I also picked out book number 6 for me to read, which is One Grave at a Time. This is almost the last book in the series. Book 7 is the last book, so if I read this one this month and maybe book 7 next month, I can cross it off and say, yay, I finally completed a series. And, you know, that's one of my goals in 2016 is to, I think, complete like 2 or 3 series that I started but haven't finished yet. So we'll see if I'm able to make that happen with the Night Huntress Cat and Bone series. After that one, I am dying to read this next book. I went out and bought it specifically so that I could get it signed when I went to Y'all West this past weekend, and it is The Rose and the Dagger, which is the second book to The Wrath and the Dawn. I read The Wrath and the Dawn before we went to Y'all West because I wanted to read some of my Y'all West books so I can meet the authors and, you know, talk with them for just a couple seconds while I'm in their signing area about their books and if I liked them or not. So I really enjoyed The Wrath and the Dawn. I think it's going to be in my top 10 of the year. So I really hope this companion novel wraps everything up in the storyline. I really like that it's just a 2-book little mini kind of series, and we don't have to like wait for a 3rd book to come out. So if I finish this one, then I'm done with the series, and it's something else I did this year, which is to start and complete, you know, a duology or series all in one year. So I'm really looking forward to that one. And then, of course, I have had this bad boy on my shelf for the last couple weeks, and I haven't gotten to it, and that is The Beast. It is the newest book in the Black Dagger Brotherhood series by J.R. Ward, and I just adore this series. It's had its kind of ups and downs over the years, and there have been a lot more kind of down slopes in it as of late. You know, I really struggled with a little bit of the shadows, and I struggled with Quinn and Blay's book because I wanted it to be more about Quinn and Blay and less about all these other people. But now it seems like she's finally getting back into kind of the storylines of the brothers that we first started off with, that we first fell in love with. So I'm really excited to see kind of where the storyline continues for some newer characters and also where the storyline is for some of the previous older characters of the series. So I cannot wait to get into this one. After that, I hope to kind of continue on with a series that I also started this year, and I read the first 2 books kind of back to back. Book 1 was really amazing for me. I really enjoyed it, and it was a great start to the series. Book 2 was kind of a letdown for me, and I honestly think that it'll be my least favorite book in this 5-book series. But the book I want to read is Book 3 in the Gail Carriger's Parasol Protector series, and it is Blameless. Like I said, I struggled with Book 2 quite a bit. I had kind of a little bit of a slower storyline and a storyline that I wasn't a huge fan of, and I kind of saw the ending of the 2nd book coming, but I want to see how Alexia kind of picks her life back up and kind of where she's going from here, and I really hope that this one is better than the 2nd book so that I can kind of fall back in love with this a little bit. After that, a book that I had set aside for myself to read in April, but I didn't get around to it, was Ready Player One. This is a book that Johnny picked out for me to read this year. If you didn't see our video, Johnny and I are challenging the other person to read 4 books that we think they would enjoy, and this is one of the 4 that Johnny picked out for me. And considering it's already May and I haven't even read a page of any of the 4 books he picked out for me, I really want to kind of get into this one and see how it is and see if I want to finish this one or how it's going. So definitely want to read this. And then the last book that I have set aside for myself is a book that I got from the library, and it's When We Collided by Emery Lord. I have read one of her books before, and I highly enjoyed it. I have only read Open Road Summer. I haven't read The Start of You and Me, even though I own it. But I just really enjoy her writing. They're very cute contemporaries, but also having kind of like a major issue in them. Like there's always something going on with the characters, it seems, that needs to kind of be resolved, you know, whether it's like a social anxiety or just kind of a relationship problem or, you know, whatever it is. I just find that she blends it all really well. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Sarah Dessen, how, you know, it has real world problems in it and also kind of like a small romantic relationship going on. So I'm really excited to read this one. I don't have any idea what it is about because I just know that it's by her and that I want to read it. So it'll add also a contemporary to my pile because my pile is very fantasy and urban fantasy and like paranormal, you know, heavy this month. So I'm hoping the contemporary, probably during Bad of Books, I'll read this one, will kind of lighten that up a little bit. So that is everything that I'm hoping to read in the month of May. If you guys have read any of these books, go ahead and let me know. And let me know what you guys are reading. And I hope you guys have a great reading month. Bye!